Yo, we in the building. This is whatever. This is Giants talk today. This ain't nothing else. It's straight Giants talk. Yeah. That's Giants, the Philly Giants tomorrow. It's about to get ugly. It might get a little uglier for us. Because no Aaron Robinson. Just got an update an hour ago. Partially torn ACL. Possibly no Barkley due to a neck injury. So our biggest weapon. Partially torn ACL and MCL. So that's another defender down.
Who the other defender?
Which one?
You said it's another defender down.
Well, yeah. Just another one because I don't think Xavier McKinney's back. I don't think Adoree Jackson's back. So Fabian Moreau is back, but dude was getting torched against who's your boy?
Xavier been practicing, hasn't he?
I'm about to check all this stuff right now.
Okay.
I due to the switching of the phones in the past month or so, I don't have all the apps. I don't have my Giants app. So I'm going back. I used to have the Giants app on my phone. So I got every little thing, but I do not have it anymore, which I might go back and put that shit on there now because I need it. Honestly, I need it. So who was getting torched? Was that McLeod?
Number 37. I didn't even heard of him.
Well, Fabian Moreau, I think, is number 37. But
the
number
kid
30.
The kid that was getting torched. He was a practice squad guy.
McLeod.
Yeah.
Like, dude, CeeDee Lamb was killed.
I wouldn't even say CeeDee Lamb. I thought it was the other guy from the
Gallo.
The Commanders, yeah.
Oh, McLaurin?
Yeah, he was killing them.
Yeah, he got killed too. But I mean that tie, like we couldn't talk about it. Obviously, we was on the podcast and we watched the game, and then we usually do our podcast tomorrow.
Maybe I don't think so.
I don't understand what how do you feel about that tie, yo?
I don't just like when we was talking, I was like, what the hell? Like we didn't have a tie over 20 years. I think last time we had a tie, I was a junior in high school.
I think it was 2000. I think it was 2000. It was early 2000s, I think.
I thought they said 98. My bad. Yeah, I thought they said 98. And it was with the Redskins or whatever Commanders too. When last time we tied the team, it was the Commanders. I looked at it like it was so many different situations where we could have won the game. I don't know what they was doing. He could have made a pass. It was like 4 or 5 seconds left. He could have made it. 7, 8. It was like 10 to 8 seconds left.
97. You're right. 97.
Yeah. So I was a junior or a sophomore. So anyway, I'm looking at it. I'm like, what the hell? Like, what is he doing? Like, they can actually get closer to the field goal if you're going to kick the field goal. But they wanted to, like, I forgot what he did. They did try to do an out. It was an out pattern by 5-yard out to get closer.
They did. They got closer.
Yeah,
they didn't get close enough.
They didn't get closer, and they could have got close enough. They had enough time to get close enough. But at the same time, I don't understand why our kicker, that he's usually on point, missed that kick.
Did you see how he kicked it? He kicked it. It was so trash, though. But if you've seen his first one, he kicked that shit. He kicked that shit weird too.
Right.
He kicked it weird too. I was like, why does it look like that? Like it's like going like it looked like he was about to miss the closer one.
Right. And that is the Meadowlands for you, too. I mean, should I say MetLife? they just went across the street. It's like it's still the same wind. You know, it's still the
Like
same wind.
his shit was off, yo. Like you could tell, even though he made those kicks up until then, he was
Right.
off,
Exactly.
horribly off.
They could have did so much even before they went into overtime. It's like they being too. It's like okay, I get it. We're 7-4-1. We didn't supposed to be like this. I think that's the reason why they're not trying to pick up anything. We're gonna have so much money next year. I get it. We get rid of homeboy. What's his name? Galladay. That's gonna be
Mhm.
more cap space. I'm thinking we're gonna have about 90, probably in the 90 million or something like that. So it's one of them things that if you don't think this kid can throw the ball, like I mean, it seems like we throw the ball deep maybe twice a game. Like maybe
Mhm.
2 to 3, maybe it's definitely less than 5 times a game. And
He don't throw the ball deep at all.
I said again, yeah,
They don't throw the ball deep at all, though.
yeah, they do, but it's like once or twice, and
Which is not cool.
it's not cool at all. It's like, okay, you got practice squad guys. All right, I get it, but you still got to do something. You still got to do better.
Because to me, that shows I don't trust my teammates. I don't trust the guys that I have on the field, regardless.
Right.
You know what I mean? And
That's exactly what it's.
I think you have to show faith and give them a chance. Like if you're gonna lose a game. You're gonna lose the game. Like who cares at this point? You know what I mean? I mean, obviously we were all hyped up at the way the Giants started the season. I mean, over the last 5 to 6 seasons, we've had no more than 5 wins since 2015. That's the last time we made the playoffs under Ben McAdoo.
Yep.
What got him fired was actually the benching of Eli Manning, which wasn't incorrect. It was the way he went about it. And he was the one who actually was fighting for Patrick Mahomes to be drafted. There's a lot of because of management and GMs that we had in place, the Giants are in a bad place. We finally able to correct most of those situations and be relevant at this point in the season. Past 5-6 seasons, we were not relevant.
Right.
But my thing is, I want to address to any Giants fans. We've overachieved already.
Yeah. Yep. That's
at this
exactly
point,
what I was saying.
A lot of people don't understand that we are still a rebuilding team. We were not supposed to be in a playoff hunt. If we had 7 to 8 wins on the season, that was a win for us, period. We have 7 wins. We will possibly get 8 by beating the Colts. I think, and I tell you right now, I think we're going to beat the Vikings by 7 to 10 points.
I think we're going to beat Redskins soon.
You know, all right, so going back to that.
The thing is, the thing is because we're going to have guys that's going to be available. Like Xavier McKinney, I think he was a huge loss. We would have had at least 9 wins already with Xavier McKinney because he's a huge loss. The Dallas Cowboys, they barely did their thing on us, but it was because our secondary, they was eating us up. Jackson,
you know what? I think that was more of our coaching than our secondary. And granted, the secondary is trash, right? Because they're hurt. But why are you blitzing and leaving a practice squad 3rd string cat on an island with CeeDee Lamb?
See, that's what I said. If we have Dory Jackson there, all that shit wouldn't have happened. I think our offense was doing a whole lot better than I thought they was going to do.
I don't agree with the conservative play call, and I think it's freaking horrible in the second half.
In the second half, it was super horrible. It was like it seemed like he says, "Oh, you guys did a really good job. That's take that's put the brakes on it now in the second half." And
It's like, oh, we're up 13-7. We're good, huh?
To a team that can score
40 points,
a whole lot of points. It's like no, you got to put the pedal to the guy. Hey, we get about 3. If we get about 3 turnovers, okay, then great. At least we was trying.
Yeah.
I'd rather have that than to say to me, because I don't listen to the naysayers when they say, what's his name, Daniel Jones have fumbles and this and that and third, whatever. Okay, great. If he's trying to get us to the promised land, doing what he did the first half of the what you call that, the Cowboy game.
Mm-hmm.
I love for him to do that again. As a matter of fact, we should have had at least, I think, 17 points because a touchdown got called back. In the first half, we should have 17 points.
Mm-hmm.
So it's one of them things is that I'd rather our offense look like that. We got the same players. I want my offense to look like that. Like, why? Why can't we? Just
exactly.
Keep going. Like,
remember in the beginning of the season when we had the 3 running backs in the backfield. Then when Daniel Jones got hurt, we went to the Wildcat. Like, I don't understand why you're not mixing that in anymore still.
And it's cold now. You want to keep on, especially if you're playing in MetLife, all that wind. You want to keep running the ball.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when you want to do it. Like September is cool, but in December, that's when you want to run the ball.
Yeah. And who said you can't run little trick plays? Like, if they think Barkley's in a Wildcat, why can't he throw it to the tight end real quick? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why can't
I love that.
Things like that. It don't make no sense.
I like got tight ends. I really do like our young tight ends.
Myrick,
not just the rookie. Yeah, I really like them. Like, for real, the blocking, the catching. You know what I'm saying? Bellinger remind me of a poor man's, not Jeremy Shockey, Boss. What's his name? Boss.
Like Kevin Boss, yeah.
Kevin Boss. He reminded me of Kevin Boss, a poor man's Kevin Boss. Actually, he's a little bit more athletic than Kevin Boss, but Kevin Boss was a blocker and he was a great catcher. Great catcher.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So let's keep on doing that. Like you said, Steve, keep on running the ball. Keep on Wildcat. Give it to the tight ends. Eat them up. Eat them up. It's cold outside. Eat them up. Stop trying to be cute. And then you pass the ball to homeboy. So it's I just hope that we can at least get 2 wins out of these 4-5 games, whatever. 4 games.
I think we're gonna beat the Vikings, and I think we're gonna beat the Colts. Like I said, I think those 2 are good. I would teeter on the Commanders, and that tie had me worried. Only reason because we've basically we've basically owned the Commanders the past few years. You know what I'm saying? And then giving them a tie and possibly a Chase Young coming back with that defense, it kind of gives them a little bit of at home. It gives them advantage at home.
I like our advantage. If Adoree Jackson and Xavier come back, they've been doing work.
I don't trust our offense, bro. I don't trust our coaching.
I don't trust their. I don't think their offense can do work with us. Chase Young, he is extremely overrated to me.
I don't know.
His what's the name says it. His stats says it.
He's been injured.
But his stats says it all. Like he gets
so with that front line,
he's just a pass rusher.
With that front line, yeah, but with that front line that they got that gets at the quarter, he's just an added addition of agility and athleticism that could get to the quarterback. Like, that's all you want from your guy up front. I don't need him to do anything else. I just need him to get to the quarterback, and he could get to the quarterback extremely well. You know what I mean? pressures and sacks. Pressures. Look at Kayvon Thibodeau, how he gets to the quarterback and gets a lot of pressures, but no sacks until last week, really.
Right.
Azeez Ojulari is the one who was getting the sacks in his rookie year. He had 9 sacks in his rookie year.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But Kayvon Thibodeau was, I think, Azeez Ojulari opened up Kayvon Thibodeau because now he's like, yo,
they was beating us with that. They was beating us with them cross routes.
We don't have a linebacker. We don't have no linebackers.
Yeah, but we had that practice corner playing against their best receiver. The dude from the practice squad was playing against their best receiver. They're not getting any of that when they play Adoree Jackson. They're gonna have to run the ball. You know what I'm saying? They you know, that's I think Xavier McKinney, if he didn't get injured, he would have had a Pro Bowl year. The dude be everywhere. Adoree Jackson been playing out of his goddamn mind. You know what I'm saying? Been playing out of his mind. I don't understand why they put our best corner the catch punts. I don't get it. Never will.
That's what killed it. But I guess because remember Richie James killed us with those 2 fumbles against against Seattle. So
I'd rather put one of our running backs that we don't use all the time.
Yeah, Brightwell. Brightwell was back there fielding kickoff, so I don't understand why he couldn't field the punt.
I'd rather that happen.
That's what I'm saying. Like, as great a job as the coaching staff has done to turn this organization around, I think that the past few weeks they have kind of failed us in my eyes. I'm watching them being conservative. I'm watching being over aggressive against teams that you can't be over aggressive against. Mm-hmm. But somebody has like a great offense and great wide receivers. You cannot be over aggressive and trying to rush the quarterback. All they got to do is get it out to him on a 7-yard out or a freaking in a little across. You know what I'm saying? A little pick play, and them guys are fucking running for 30 yards. Like our corners can't keep up with them guys like that. Not our practice squad, McLeod and all them cats. They're not ready for that yet. You know what I'm saying? You have to sit back in the soft zone. Like you just have to do that. Like
what's the name? He's not known
to blitz every fucking down just because you don't want to change your style because that's who you are. You have to sometimes give up who you are.
Like that D coordinator, what I liked about what we was doing over 10 years ago with the D corner that's now with Kansas City, he blitzed, but he used to blitz just the middle linebacker a lot. He used to do a lot of C-gap blitzes with the middle linebacker, and he would do the outside linebacker. But everybody else be playing man.
Just leave him like that.
Well, what's the name, dude? He plays zone. He brings the house, and he plays zone. That's the only thing I don't like about him. What's our guy, our D coordinator now? He brings the house.
I know you're talking about.
And it leaves an open field, like you said. All you got to do is, I'm surprised we're so good we're actually a really good defensive team when it comes to screen passes. We do really well with that. But when you get those them drags, like he's like the offensive coordinator is like, okay, I'm going to go after your blitz. I'm going to have a drag route. Like when all your guys coming in, I'm going to have a guy coming right behind them. And boom. You know what I'm saying? So
a decent quarterback knows how to, adjust to that situation and can get the ball out quickly.
Absolutely.
It's Wink Martindale. And Mike Kafka is our offensive coordinator.
Right. Exactly.
So it's just I'm not completely sold on. I'm sold on them as coaches. I'm not sold on their play calling these past few weeks since the Seattle game. I think a lot of stuff is it's fell off a lot. I don't think it's been very good play calling a lot. I think Brian Daboll was getting scared to lose games.
Yep.
And this is not for you to be scared to lose games, dude. Like I said, we overachieved already. Like, dude, people already calling you coach of the year because this team is a disaster. you really turn this team around. Like if people want, like, if you want everybody want to keep it a buck, Daniel Jones is a 20 to 32 quarterback. I mean, I don't know who's better than Davis Mills at this point. Like Marcus Mariota, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are the people that's in place as starting quarterbacks. He would be ranked at the bottom. He was ranked at the bottom at the beginning of the year. He's shown a lot of improvement due to the system that's being ran for him. If you look at
they're going to have to keep him for another. They're going to have to keep him for another year because there's no quarterbacks out there that's going to help us right now. Even in college, there's no quarterbacks out there that's going to help us right now.
I don't think they are. I don't think
and especially where we're going to be drafting at too. Mm-hmm. Like being as though we winning these games, what have you. Yeah. So we're going to have to at least keep them for another year. Unless we get somebody off the free agency, we're going to have enough money to do that. To believe that shit.
Yeah, which is a little scary. In my opinion, I'm really not. Like I said, I've been watching him. I was trying to defend him, but I can't defend him anymore.
I could defend him because if you're not giving him, if you give him practice squad wide receivers, and you giving them wide receivers that's supposed to show up, that's not showing up, I don't know who else can do. You know, I don't who else.
But I'm not even looking at. I'm not.
You
looking
think Zach will do something with this team? You think he will? He probably had like 3 more touchdowns maybe with this team.
I can't even look at it as well. I'm looking at. I understand the wide receivers because Darius Slayton is our number 1 wide receiver, and he is the number 3 on any good squad.
Maybe 4.
This is what I'm saying. So you're taking a bottom of the barrel quarterback, and you're taking basically a number 3 on any good team wide receiver, and he's a 1. So you're taking Daniel Jones is not a great quarterback. He's not a good quarterback. I'm watching the way he throws the ball. If you watch the way he throws the ball, and I started doing it, and I started watching where he's placing the ball. He is placing the ball at the wide receiver's hips. He has a downward trajectory the way he throws the ball. If you ever see it and it comes out, watch the way it comes out. It goes out and then it comes down. When it comes down, it's more here than here. It's supposed to be in the numbers.
Yeah.
If you can get it there, right? Most of the time, that's where you want to put it. Numbers around this area so the wide receiver can adjust to the ball. Right?
Exactly.
The wide receiver has to adjust to the ball in the midsection to hips. Like, how are you supposed to catch all those passes all the time? At this point, I'm like, yo, these are amazing catches. You know what I'm saying? Right. I'm like, yo, how did you catch that ball running by your side like that? And you got to do that every time almost.
Yep.
Like, it's not good fundamentals as a quarterback. And yes, he's athletic. Yes, he's keeping us. He's completing 5 to 7 yard passes. That's why he is his percentage be so high at the beginning. Dude, Darius Slayton 6'4", 6'3", 6'4". He's taller than most corners. You know what I mean? If he goes up with his athleticism.
Slayton like 6'1".
He is.
I thought he was 6'1".
He looks about 6'2". He looks bigger than me, so. I was guessing.
Right, yeah, I think he listed as like 6'1". Believe,
because he is a big guy though. He looks big on like.
Yeah, he's slim. It's like when I saw what's his name, the rapper Fabulous. I thought he was like taller than what he looks, and then when I met him, he's my height. He just slim.
Yeah, he's 6'1". He's 6'1".
Yeah.
He's 6'1". Maybe because I'm fat and short now. I don't look everybody looks big to me.
You off the hook. Off the hook.
But yeah, I'm just like I'm really not. You know, we got this game coming up against Philly, and I'm not.
I mean, I definitely see what you mean, man. I absolutely understand what you're saying. You know, I just feel as though like they only put a couple guys around him. They're gonna have to get if they're gonna get somebody. They're gonna get somebody like the quarterback, but somebody gonna grab him. But the quarterback from what's his name? Fucking USC, the quarterback, the one that put that F Utah whatever on his nails, some shit.
Yeah,
They're gonna have to get him because what type of Brian Dable type of offense he needs a guy like that. But I think somebody's gonna get him way before we try to.
Caleb Williams.
But a lot of people, the quarterback,
Caleb Williams.
I think so. He's actually slotted for. He's one of
he won the Heisman.
No, he ain't win the Heisman yet. He's in the Heisman race right now. They got him in there. Him and a couple of other guys. A lot of people don't really think this year quarterbacks that's coming in the draft. So we might be able to get one of these guys. You know what I'm saying? We just might be able to get one of these guys out of the draft. And I would F with, but he's too small to me. The Alabama quarterback, he's just too small and fragile. Like he won't be getting his ass killed.
It says he's leading the finalists though. Caleb Williams is leading the finalists.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy.
No, he won. Walter, he won Walter Camp Maxwell Award. Hold on. I'm looking at it now. College Football Player of the Year. Yeah, you got AP Player of the Year. He's gonna win. He's gonna win. And then they got that Max Duggan kid from TCU, who we gonna fucking romp in the playoffs.
All right, we'll see.
Michigan gonna romp them, but whatever. But yeah, I don't. This matchup against Philly is gonna be really, 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 really interesting. I gotta keep it a buck. I think we'll keep it close for 3 quarters, and then our coaches will let us down again. Especially if there's no Saquon Barkley, we're really gonna be in trouble. I love Breida and Brightwell, but if you're not gonna mix them up and have Breida and Brightwell playing a lot of snaps consistently, I don't see Philly stacked all the way around. Their Achilles heel is
they're horrible on the
run.
They're extremely horrible on the run. Extremely.
But they're great on offense. And if you can't keep up
with but they still couldn't do nothing with Washington on their offense.
I'll give them one bad game. They weren't going to go undefeated, because that's basically where they're heading. They're basically heading to a 16-1 season.
Right. Tennessee is really good on defense, but what Tennessee lacks the most is
is AJ Brown,
a vertical, a vertical on secondary. They secondary like to hit. When you throw the ball on, and people gonna start to see that. Goddamn, what's the name did it? Cincinnati the week before on Tennessee. Their corners are more of a, all right, we're gonna get you, we're gonna saying we're gonna tackle you, but we're not gonna be able to cover you when you're doing 9 routes. So I mean, they did really well against them, but we'll see. I don't think what's the name is going to be having a relaxed day that he could just.
No.
I'm going to look at my first progression, my second, and my third. And then
I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to tell you right now.
He's going to be able to do it.
He's not. And if he does not get on his shit early, he will be forced into a sack fumble in the first 2 possessions of the game. We are coming for fucking Jalen Hurts' head.
Oh yeah,
and I'm saying that Kevon Thibodeau and Azeez Ojulari, Leonard Williams, and Dexter Lawrence are coming for his head. His head. And Jalen Smith, because he likes to he likes to rush too. I'm not.
Yeah.
Dude, AJ Brown and Devonta Smith better be looking quick because the ball has to come out quick because we are coming for him.
He's not going to be. He's going to have to look against our defensive line, our front seven. He's going to have to look at his first progression. If you don't look at that, it's a done deal.
You're gonna have to throw it fast because they coming for him.
He ain't gonna be able to chill. He ain't gonna be able to chill and stand in the pocket and or run. He gonna have to run. You know, hopefully, what's the name? Don't try because he like to run the inside. He don't even like running outside of the DN. He likes to cut it right up because he think he's a big quarterback that he's strong enough. Like if the linebacker hit him,
he is though. He's a fucking monster. Like I'm not. I ain't gonna shit on Jalen Hurts, bro.
He be getting his ass chewed out though. Every time he get hit. Because he be thinking that he a monster and they be throwing his ass on the sidelines. I've seen that a couple of times.
Well, listen, you know he's a hell of a quarterback. I was mad at the way they did him in Alabama for Tua, and then when he shined in Oklahoma, I was very happy for him. And I'm happy. Yeah. I'm happy at his success. I'm just not happy where he's having it at.
What yesterday? Yeah, exactly.
Because I honestly wish he was a New York Giant.
I mean, well, he's going to have a bunch of weapons around him in order to be where he is. So yeah, I mean, if we do that, if he have the weapons that the Giants have right now, he wouldn't do a damn thing, nothing.
I think he's a better quarterback. I think he's a better quarterback than Daniel Jones.
I mean, because right now it looks good like that because he has a really good wide receiver room. A really good wide receiver room.
But like I said, I watched him in Oklahoma when he transferred from Alabama and he threw for 4,500 yards. Like I watched him grow like as a quarterback. You know what I mean? Like he's growing. He's getting better though. Huh?
Then he had CeeDee Lamb too over there. I believe he had CeeDee Lamb over there, and he had the other guy. What's the name? Nephew or cousin? I know he's related to him.
He had some good wide receivers, but I'm saying they got rid of him.
Really good wide receivers.
He got hurt. He was doing bad, and they got rid of him for Tua when Tua came in and saved the day. You know what I mean?
Right.
So like I said, when he went to Oklahoma, he did his job. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then he came out, and I watched, and I'm not watching him, and I'm not saying, oh, he's one of the great. Listen, dude, he's a dual threat. Number one, but number two, I'm watching his quarterback play get better. It's I'm not watching the receivers. I'm watching where you place the ball, how you place the ball, your timing on your throws. I'm watching that you understand the routes that your receivers are running. You know what I'm saying? Like it's starting to look easy. You know what I mean? Like Daniel Jones. If you watch Daniel Jones and where he throws the ball, why does everybody always have to adjust to the underthrown deep ball? This is why I understand why you're not throwing it deep. Like, it's about to be a fucking interception. Slayton has to fucking jump crazy, or the last one against the dude. Did you see him have to like give the nudge and come back? Like that should have been a touchdown, my guy.
Yeah.
Like you have the defenders beat. They have the defenders beat, son. All he has to do is be able to get it over the top a couple more yards because Slayton is fast.
Right.
James is fast. You know what I'm saying? Like we have fast wide receivers. Hodgins is pretty good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even though, like I said, people can emerge, you know what I mean, from practice squads and things like that. You can find hidden talent. Hodgins is pretty good.
Right.
But you have to.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
Oh, shit.
Sorry about that.
Oh, like I was saying, you have to be able to get the ball downfield. Like Daniel Jones just doesn't do it for me. Like underthrown balls, things of that nature. Like why does the receiver always have to adjust to his ball? like the way it's thrown. It honestly absolutely makes no sense to me that this guy is throwing the ball off in every way, shape, or form. And like I'm saying, I was defending him early in the season. I was like, yo, Daniel Jones, he might just be that guy. But now I'm seeing that it's the system. It's not him because he's still fucking up in the system. And like I said, I'm not looking at the wide receivers because wide receivers, Slayton has the second most drop balls in the NFL. I'm looking at where it's placed. I'm looking at the timing of it. I'm looking at how you're seeing the field. A couple of those interceptions that did happen could have been backbreakers. We easily could have lost 2-3 games on some of his bad throws that weren't actually picked off. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm still seeing him not understanding and getting better. I think it's just more of the system that Brian Daboll has put in place, and it's allowing him to make less mistakes.
Right. That's why I don't believe they're going to give him a big contract. But another year. They're going to give him another year, and I think they're just going to franchise him.
Let's look at what you would probably want to put in place though, because all right, let's take the bad teams and the disgruntled quarterbacks or the people that's not happy right now. So let's go down the list with Aaron Rodgers, Derek Carr. I mean, we're not looking at no Davis Mills or anything like that. But if you want to put in a quick plug, Jimmy Garoppolo, Stafford obviously is going to retire. I don't know. They honestly like Baker Mayfield right now. After that win, I guess they're impressed with how he picked up the playbook so fast. But everybody else is basically trash. Like, do you want to stick a Jimmy Brissett in there? Tyrod Taylor's still on the bench. Like, I don't know. Like, who would you want to put in place? Like for a plug up for a year. Like I said, we're still in the rebuilding process. Like all you have to do is plug in the right people around until you find your quarterback. I honestly like to do the Appalachian State. I think his name is Bryce.
We can get somebody later round, the later first round. We can get somebody in the later first round. I don't think a lot of these quarterbacks that's going to be Heisman, trying to get the Heisman tonight, I don't think they're going to pick top 10, 15.
Nah, we're not getting there, and that's the problem. So it either have to be a trade up. We'd have to trade up. Mind you, we did get that 3rd and 6. We did get the 3 and 6 from Kansas City for Kadarius Toney.
Yeah.
So that's extra draft capital that we can use somewhere to, to get somebody. Like I said, Derek Carr will be available. Aaron Rodgers might be available. Jimmy Garoppolo might be available. Even I don't know how they feel about Marcus Mariota, but he's not going to be playing. They're putting their rookie in.
If they want to put like Marcus Mariota,
Mitch Trubisky will be available for a year again.
Yeah,
there's people out there that you could plug in just for a year while you get your squad in position. So, and if it's Daniel Jones, fine, let it be. You might be right about keeping him for one more year.
Right.
But I need to start looking towards the future because I'm thinking we're gonna go corner, wide receiver, corner, linebacker, which I think we desperately need.
I think we desperately, like the way you've been talking, and you've been talking with facts. We desperately need a quarterback. To be honest with you. So I believe that we're gonna have to get that quarterback. We're really gonna have to get that quarterback.
Yeah, we gotta look at somebody, man. Like we have to. Like I said, I like the kid. I love his demeanor for New York City. I love the fact that he's athletic. I love the fact that he's never rattled. Like you could tell he's the next play type of guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yo, I fucked up this play. Let me get it back the next play. I like that about. I like his attitude. I like him. He looks like he doesn't want to compete, but he like in his face. But he's definitely a fucking competitor. Like he's a fucking dog. You know what I mean? You could tell he doesn't want to lose. Like, and I like that about him. But your heart is only going to take you so far. Sometimes you need the talent as well. You know what I'm saying? Tim Tebow was a winner. He didn't last.
Yeah.
He didn't last at all. They was like, yo, go to tight end, my guy.
I think I think his talent is great. It's good. He got a really good talent. He just have to, his mechanics of throwing the ball is another thing.
But that's the thing. If you haven't fixed it after 4 years, bro, if you haven't fixed it after 4 years, you're not suited for the position. You're suited as a backup. You know what I mean?
I don't want to make all these excuses, but he did have a whole lot of coordinators and
he did. Yep.
He had a whole lot of those, and that sometimes that can mess you up.
Okay.
You can ask several quarterbacks that. You can ask what's his name? The dude that played for the Rams now.
Yep, Stafford.
You can ask him.
But Stafford, Stafford always know how to throw the ball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He knows how to throw the ball. Like his arm is strong, and he knows how to play the quarterback position. Like obviously, he didn't have the great players in place to help him look better. Because like I said, football is a team, and that starts and your job. Teams start at the top. They don't start with the players. The players are the bottom of the barrel, right?
Yep.
So you have your owner, you have and on down to the GM, to the coach. Then you have your players. Those people put the people in place to make you better. Yep. So if you have a mid-level to bottom quarterback, you need to get him top-tier talent for him to look better. You know what I'm saying? So, and if you have a good quarterback and you get him top-tier talent, he's going to be great. Joe Montana, Jerry Rice. Come on now, look what Tom Brady did with Randy Moss. Like, undefeated season.
I'm sorry. I was saying, that's why I think they're going to keep him for another year. Because now they have the money to try to get those receivers and try to get more weapons and stuff like that. So that's why I believe they're going to keep him for another year. They're going to franchise tag him or what have you, because they still got to play Barkley and everything. And they're going to get rid of. They're going to be like, for what I'm hearing, they're going to be like almost 80, 90 million for what I'm hearing. You know, I could be super wrong, but I've been a couple of sources saying Giants already got 62. Something like that, 60 in the 60s. They're gonna be ready. That's why
Giants currently are projected to have 54.4 million in cap space in 2023.
Oh, okay.
With a projected 225 million cap, according to
because they don't have to pay their quarterback. They don't have to pay their quarterback. You know, they don't even have to pay a top DN. I think they're going to pay Dexter Lawrence. They actually did have to pay what's his name, Leon Williams.
Leonard Williams, yeah.
But they did something with his contract this year. That they so they could get they did something with we're gonna be so I think that's why they're gonna keep it for another year. So to be honest with you, if they get these skilled players, these top skilled players, hopefully, and if he have a bad year, all right, let's let him go. You know, we can let him go during the free agency, or we can just get a guy. I think Tyrod Taylor could do work right now. You know what I'm saying? I think he can do work right now, but they got to see what's going on with Daniel Jones, I suppose, because it makes sense when it comes to the money. They're not like everybody else paying their goddamn quarterback, especially motherfuckers that ain't worth a dime, $45 million a year. They don't got to do that right now.
Mhm.
And I just think the guy, I think, what's his name? Mike Vrabel. I mean, Mike Vrabel. What the hell? Brian. What's his name?
Brian Dable, yeah.
Brian Dable. I believe he understands this. He understands that. Like I'm going to give him the offense that I know he won't, as you said, won't make too many mistakes. But when I get my guy, it's on and pop. You know what I'm saying? And you know, just like you said, Giants are supposed to be in the playoff race right now with the guys we got, the lack of talent that we have. They're not supposed to be doing that, and they kind of happy for it because now it's going to be teams that are going to want to play for us. It's going to be players that want to play for us, I should say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They know what we're doing with the lack of talent that we have. They say, whoa, they get me or they get so-and-so, they could be goddamn 11-win team every year.
Oh, hold on. Oh, my bad. I didn't even see you, Marcus. Marcus, what's going on, bro? No. I don't, at this point, I don't like, I think y'all should get Kirk Cousins, Geno Smith, or maybe Derek Carr. I'm not opposed to a Geno Smith coming back, but Seahawks are not going to get rid of him. They're not going to get rid of him. He's having a hell of a season. He's also shown improvement when given a chance and put in the right system. To think of your OBJ, I don't want OBJ right now. He's an injured player. It'll be a great story for a comeback. Come back to your home, come back to your team that you started with due to the bad GM we had and fucking I forgot his fucking name right now because I don't even irrelevant. What was his name? What was his name again? Gettleman. I don't want him. He's such a good talent, but listen, I don't need them fucking knees. I don't need them knees on my team. I don't need the short circuit knees on my team.
I hear that.
You know, I mean, listen, he'd be good to fit in for a number for what do you call it? What's that shit called? I forgot the name I want to use. But you know, for reasons to talk about, reasons to give something to talk about. You know what I mean? Something to talk about. And like, oh, it's a good story. That's all that is. It's just a good story.
Right. We good right now. We don't need we okay. We good. We don't need to waste money on a dude that's probably not going to last long. There's still situations going on. He wasting time anyway and energy. That's why I hate social media. Like, get the fuck out of here. Who you think you, Michael Jordan? Get out of here. Like,
word. You heard what he said, right?
What did he say?
He said, I don't see no reason in playing the regular season games right now because I'm not gonna. Why would I play 4 games? And then, nigga, why wouldn't you play 4 games? You don't even know your needs. So you just gonna come into the playoffs and then play and then think you're gonna get signed in the playoffs? The fuck out of here, bro. You need to show. You need to get some reps in with your team.
That's that LeBron James circle type bullshit. That pampered circle type thing. Like, get your asses out of here. As a matter of fact, do it favor. Retire.
Yeah.
Like, it makes me mad because I really did want him to make a decision like a month ago. It's like, man, get out of here.
Dude, if Jerry Jones didn't take him, you know there's a problem. If Jerry Jones didn't pick him up, you know there's an issue. He didn't like his medicals at all. He did not like his medical. And
I don't like what's his name, Derek Carr for the New York media, because Derek Carr is too emotional to me. You know what I'm saying? The New York media will eat his ass up.
That's another guy I used to defend. I used to defend Derek Carr, and now I can't. Because you got Devontae Adams. Dude, how you look worse with one of the top wide receivers in the whole league, if not the top? How do you have that record you added. You did nothing got taken away from Derek Carr.
Right.
You added and your team got worse, which falls a lot on you and the coach, Josh McDaniels, who is not a head coach. Go back to the Patriots and be an offensive coordinator. You are not a head coach, bro. Please stop it already. Stop. You make teams worse. You don't better them. You talk about a team that was playoffs last year. And you made them one of the worst teams in the league, basically in a top 5 fucking draft pick spot. You're fucking horrible for that.
Yeah.
Horrible. Get off the fucking team. Get off of the Las Vegas Raiders. Like, please just go away, Josh McDaniels. Go sit your ass in the background again. Like, but so I wouldn't mind Derek Carr for a year or two, but like I'm saying, I don't want Kirk Cousins either. Like, I want to move forward. I want to. Brian Dable has shown he can coach a dual threat quarterback. I want another dual threat.
Yeah, and Carr is definitely not a dual threat. And I to be honest with you, Carr is a type of dude that he will. They would eat him up. They would eat him up in the New York media.
Oh yeah, he'll cry. He'll cry when he gets to the car.
Eat his ass right up. He
Yeah,
good.
he's horrible.
Definitely good with the out. We gonna need a stern type of fella. Who are the guys that you guys were saying? We gonna need a stern type of fella. Even Kirk Cousins, I think he could probably handle the New York media. You know, but again, most of these quarterbacks, there's going to be a year that we need them anyway. That everybody's talking about. It's going to be just about a year anyway.
At this point, I honestly just want somebody who could throw a 4-yard out to a running back. That's honestly just what I want. Like, you couldn't even put it to Barkley in space. You couldn't even put it to Richie James in space. Yo, listen, you know, all right. So there was a play where he fucked it up, right? He fucked up Richie James throwing it to the outside for
Right.
first down, right? He messed it up. Then they did the same play a series later or two, and Richie James had to stretch out and make a crazy catch just for that to be a first down. Dude, these people are wide open. I don't understand why you can't put it either for them to run in stride or whatever. Son, they are not close offensively at all. And a lot of it, like I said, has to do with fundamentals with the quarterback.
Right.
And Barkley was wide open. He should have just put that on a button, like put it right in his numbers. I could have put that in his numbers, bro. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, he doesn't have no kind of like, you know, Aaron Rodgers, like Patrick Mahomes, like anybody, like any of the good quarterbacks that can move a little bit. He don't have none of that little sidearm action. He don't have nothing. It's just. So when people's in his face, all he's just doing is panicking and. It's the same shit, son.
Right.
Same shit. Like, and I'm like, yo, where's it? Yes, you're athletic, but I'm talking about playing the quarterback position. Where the fuck is where is that extra shit? Where is that extra quarterback play, that outside, that backyard shit? Where is that at? It's not there. It's like he's just programmed.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to say about the kid anymore. Like, I like him. Like I said, I like his demeanor, his attitude. I like that he's not a punk. He's tough as fuck. But your fundamentals is trash, my G. I can't hear you.
You talking about in the Dallas game when he passed the ball to what's his name, Barkley, and it was at his damn feet. Hey, Barkley.
And then they blame Barkley because that was a 4th and 1.
Yeah.
And he was open.
Yeah,
that changed the whole game, son.
I agree. That was a big play too that we needed.
But he actually, but like I said, that was the same thing with Richie James. So he had him on the same kind of play, same kind of pattern. And the first time he completely missed him on a third down. They went back to that play, and Richie James had to fucking make some crazy catch. No, stretch out. Why do I have to fucking dive for a fucking first down on 3 yards?
Right.
As a wide receiver, what the fuck are you doing, dog?
Yep.
When I'm open, who are you throwing the ball to? Your girlfriend in the stands?
I get it, but it be some passes where he do throw it on the money too. But most passes he do throw it where you be like, come on, man, that should have been easier than that. So I see both what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying. Our number one is a number 3 on any decent team. Slayton is not a number 1 quarterback. We have a number 20 to rank 32 in starting quarterbacks if you want to really like keep it a buck. Like Daniel Jones is not a top tier. He's not a mid. He's in the bottom barrel of quarterbacks. And that's who we have. And that's what I really wanted to address. I just wanted to address like Giants fans should really stop. Like I understand where we were in the season, but you just had to wait for it. You had to wait for the drop off of coaching. You had to wait for the drop off. They were on an emotional high. Once the injuries started piling up, once all of this started happening, you were going to start to see a little bit of panic. They don't know how to win right now. They are learning how to win. We were in a rebuilding situation. Exactly. Rebuilding people. Rebuilding. I don't understand if y'all know what rebuilding means, but just take your Lego, build up a Lego house and then knock the shit down. You gotta rebuild it back up. Like it takes time. It takes time. It takes patience. I'm happy where we're at. Yes, I want to make the playoffs as a fan. Yes, I want to win a Super Bowl as a fan, but I also understand the process. And y'all have to understand the process and what we're going through. Evan Neal has been out half of the season. So that offensive line has still not gelled together because they've had injuries on the offensive line. They're not being able to play together on a weekly basis. Or even if he's injured, he's not playing in practice either. So y'all got to understand those parameters as well. Like, that's what's going on. It takes chemistry. It takes chemistry to build a good offensive line. It takes chemistry to have a good team. And these people were not fundamentally sound and good enough, with even enough talent, and play together long enough to even be considered like good. Fuck great. Fuck great. You're damn near not even good. You know what I mean? So I like that we're overachieved. We have a good we're building a good culture. We're building a winning culture. And like in 2 to 3 years, and this is year 1. So I'm calling next year or the year after. I'm calling year 3, 2 years. You will see the Giants in the Super Bowl. Mark my fucking words. I'm watching the way this defense is being built. I'm watching the way the offensive line is being built. And we are going, and with the money that we have and the draft picks that we are accumulating, because, believe me, the draft picks gonna come. We're getting rid of a couple people. Sterling Shepard, gotta go. He gets injured every fucking year with a catastrophic injury. ACL, Achilles, everything. He's always hurt for the whole season after the fact. After he gets hurt. You gotta dump him.
Yeah.
Gotta go. Yeah. Galladay has to get bought out. He has to go. We're going to get Wan'Dale Robinson back. But remember, we don't have Wan'Dale Robinson, son.
Let me say something real quick. What makes me our future is our GM. I is an extremely intelligent. He is an actual GM that's going to not let a player tell him how to do things. It's either you with the team
Or you
or you're
out.
not. And what he did when he first came in and was telling all the big name salary guys that we got, they said you guys gonna have to take a pay cut. And even when you take a pay cut, or not a pay cut, you're gonna have to work with us with your salary or take a pay cut. And even when you do this, we still might cut you like they did Martinez.
Yep.
And he ain't letting he's not letting the coaches or the players. That's what I like about our future the most. He's not going to overpay you to the point that it's going to hurt us. Unless you're that good, you're that box office, he gonna pay you because he's a young guy still. I think he's like younger than us. You
Yeah,
know,
him and Dable are pretty young. I think they're like maybe like 40s,
they were
30s.
us, but he is younger than us. I think they were like 47, 40. Like he's like in the late 40s, stuff like that. I
Yeah.
think he's 74 or something like that. So yeah, he's still young, like vibrant. So I'm just saying that's why I like the most about our future, our GM. You go ahead, Steve.
Oh yeah. So Brian Dable's 47. I'll find out how old our GM is.
Yeah, still young and vibrant, and the kid, and he's a player's coach for what it looks like.
Yeah. Um, he's 43.
Oh, so
So we
he's
do so we got years. We got years. We got people who understand, and we're gonna be good moving forward. Like I said, give us 2 more years. Not this year, give us 2 more years.
right.
And I'm telling you, we'll be in the Super Bowl with a quarterback and our defense and our wide receivers that we will accumulate through draft and free agency. And we're going to build this bitch up, and people are going to not like it. And they're not going to like my fucking mouth either, because I ain't going nowhere at this point. I done started on this podcast bullshit, and I ain't going nowhere. Y'all can hear my fucking Giants mouth for a while.
Yep, yep.
For a while. I don't give a fuck. If I can't talk, I'm going to type.
Yeah,
like, like I don't give a damn, dog. Like, because mark my words, I'm telling you, we going to the Super Bowl year 3 of this team being built. It's Kevon Thibodeau, Aziz Ojolari, and Leonard Williams, and like I said, Xavier McKinney.
Oh my God.
We got Julian Love, and we got these young guys that are getting big time game experience. They're getting meaningful games at this point. So these young guys that are now getting these game reps are going, they're not going to get worse, in my opinion. Like these guys show up and they play hard.
Yep.
The McLeods, the Moreaus, you know what I mean? That like these guys play hard, though. And
Absolutely.
I do like he's an older cat, Ward. I do like Jahad Ward. You know, he plays good. We have a couple other people that were actually complaining about getting playing time.
Yeah. Um, and I never
One of those a couple of linebackers, a linebacker I forgot. Fucking his name.
last years for us. He been,
Huh?
he been starting for the last 2 years for us. What's his name?
Tate Crowder.
And I was wondering that too. I was like, why is he not playing? Like when they said he was on Twitter talking about that, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about him. Why the
Yeah,
hell?
Tate Crowder. He did play good for us. He plays good for us. So I don't understand why he's not getting the playing time. But like I said, we don't get to see the practices. We don't get to see how they fit in. But Pinnock and all of them boys, like I don't think they should be playing over a
Right,
Tate Crowder. Like
right. So it's something with that because I think Crowder is a much better athlete, much better. Um, he they saying he gets out of his gaps. His, uh, I guess when he's supposed to go in the gap, he don't go to the gap he's supposed to go to. So that's
yeah,
what It was one of the guys that watched the Giants like faithfully. So it's not a coach. So I'm gonna take it for what it is. But that,
Uh-huh.
that he's not. He don't have a gap presence. He like to do his own thing, I suppose.
I
Because I'm
do
like,
like Marcus Johnson. I don't know if he's a wide receiver. He's a big wide receiver, dog. Like, and he can run. I
right
think they said he runs like a 4.4. Um,
and big.
yeah, he's 6'1", 6'1", 204, but he's 28 years old. I like him. I like him.
Good height.
Every time he was in the game, he's 28. I don't know where else he played, but I like him. I don't know why he's not being picked up other places or he hasn't been, but he played with Philly, the Colts, the Titans, and now the Giants. So he,
I mean, you never know. It might be something with his attitude, what have you. I don't know. It could be anything. Only the coaches to know what's really good. You know,
yeah.
they know better than us, I suppose.
No, they don't know better than me.
Yeah.
keep telling people I'm the motherfucking GM. I'm the fucking owner. Y'all don't know better than me. I'm a scout. I know the talent.
Right.
I'm good. Like just nah. I
Bro,
like him. Every time he came in, he did a good job, son. And like I said, that's when you're playing with a quarterback of that stature and you're able to make him look better. I,
right.
I you know, I kind of teeter on the side of the wide receiver. But yeah, we have a huge game tomorrow. Oh my gosh, it's huge. I'm gonna be hyped like always. And then, until there's a possible letdown. And then that'll be it. Obviously 10 o'clock, you know what I mean? We'll be doing fourth quarter sports.
Yes, indeed.
What, 10-ish. 10-ish. But I'll be there at 10 o'clock as always. Um, I'm gonna go get myself some food.
Yeah, I'm hungry as hell myself.
I ate, but I want to eat again because, like I said before, I'm short and fat. All I had was just an egg sandwich, and I kind of think I want more than that. Plus I'm getting ready for my new refrigerator to be delivered. My refrigerator is on its way out, and another one's getting delivered, and anywhere between now and the next few hours. So I'm gonna get ready for that. Got to clean out this fridge, get it ready to go.
But they got cable hours. They told you.
Huh?
What they told you cable hours. They said what 8 to 5. We'll be there in between that.
Yeah. 10:30 to 2:30, they'll be here.
Right. Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? So I gotta make sure I get this fridge cleaned out. Throw away shit. Keep what I want to keep. Moving forward, then I'm gonna have to go shopping again. So this is some bullshit. But it is what it is. But yeah. So let's go Giants. Let's hope Barkley gets his big ass neck in there. Put a brace on it. Pop some pills. Do something.
Exactly.
We're gonna need you. We're gonna need you tomorrow, brother. And I
Definitely
see.
gonna need.
Yeah. So I'll see you on the show tomorrow, 10 o'clock, fourth quarter sports. You already know.
Sir.
We got a lot to discuss. We got a lot to discuss.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, like I said, if everybody could get, I'll text everybody and make sure everybody get there because it is a lot of shit to discuss tomorrow. So I need everybody there at 10 o'clock promptly and ready to go. So, because like I said, we play at 1 o'clock tomorrow, right?
Yep.
We've had a lot of 1 o'clock games, son. Lots of 1 o'clock games.
Next Sunday we got an 8 o'clock game. That's a prime game. It got moved to 8 o'clock against Commanders.
Because of the nature of the game. Nature of the game.
Yeah, because it was supposed to be for like I think 1 o'clock, and they moved it.
Is that a Sunday?
Yeah, Sunday night.
Okay, good. I'm glad. Yes, I don't gotta work, so I'm good.
Yep, Sunday night.
I don't gotta work Monday, so I'm good.
What
That's
you say?
good. I don't work Mondays, so that's good for me.
Cool. Yep.
That's good. But yeah, so let me get out of here, get my life together. Like I said, I'll see you on the show in the morning. Got a lot to discuss. Brittany Griner, Draymond Green, the whole fucking Deion Sanders, the whole situation.
Oh,
Everything
got a lot to
going
talk.
down.
You got a lot to talk about tomorrow.
Hell yeah. I'm definitely gonna get to the meat of things. But yeah, I'll holler at you, brother. Thank you for coming on.
No doubt. No doubt.
Let's get this victory. Let's get this victory.
Oh, yes, indeed.
All right, my guy.
All right, peace.
Later. No, that concludes the broadcast for now. And we'll see y'all tomorrow. You know what time. Fourth Quarter Sports. 10 a.m. ish. Hopefully everybody's there. So I'm gonna just play the intro for tomorrow now. Talk to y'all later.